More BC schools are closing early for spring break because of possible links to the virus. The closures have not been advised by health authorities, but some parents are angry. They haven't been told who may be infected and are now worried their child could be at risk. CTV's Shannon Patterson reports.
The gates are locked at St. Francis of Assisi in East Vancouver. The Catholic elementary school closed through spring break after the parent of a student here tested positive for COVID-19.
Our information is that the student or children of the family are in isolation and have also been tested.
It would be fair that they would let us know who the parent or the kid is that is infected, because it might be in the same grade as my son, or my son might even play with him.
Details about the infected parent are not being released. Another nearby Catholic school, Notre Dame Secondary, also closed as a precaution.
The schools have contact with each other in terms of staff and students. Because of that proximity of relationship, the school made that decision to close as well.
Coast Meridian Elementary in Surrey closed too. The superintendent telling parents, last evening we received communication that a member of the Coast Meridian community has tested positive for COVID-19. But none of these school closures were recommended by health authorities.
If we had concerns that there was exposures in the school setting that had people at risk, whether it was staff or students or both, we would take certain measures, and some of those might be to close the school depending on how extensive that risk was. There have been no schools closed in BC because of public health advice at this point.
All public schools are now closed in the Seattle area, but here in BC,
at the moment, I do not feel there's a need for us to close schools across the province.
the 3 schools that closed their doors today will be deep cleaned over spring break. Impossible to know what the world will look like when students are scheduled to come back. Shannon Patterson, CTV News, Vancouver.